A pretty similar delivery the other day. Got the wicket off Andre Russell.
You might be able to bowl a long hop in a test match, but in T20 format as a bowler, you've got to be absolutely sure, make it sure that you start by pitching the ball in the right area.
But sometimes when you do get wickets, you tend to want to follow up. Goes again, flat. They're off and running straight after the strategic timeout. And all the good work done before that in the first 8 overs. Suddenly a waste.
For me, the release is very low. That's why he's pitching the ball very short. He has to make sure that he releases the ball from the right height. 12 runs conceded so far. Good over.
But that length really needs to go. And Mendes, we mentioned his hand, he's struggling with it. Get him to play down the ground. Not that length. My 11th circle, champion shot.
What is he trying to achieve bowling that length? Is he quite good friends with Kusal Mendes?
46 is a partnership. This is what we've witnessed, the last boundary to be scored by Kusal Mendes. We hope that you have him on your fantasy team. Remember to download the app, My 11 Circle app. You can get that on my11circle.com. And that's the site to download the app, pick your fantasy team, win maximum points.
I don't think he was controlling it. I don't think he meant to bowl it as short as that. Short of a good length, getting to slide on is what Colombo was trying. Well, when you get a wicket bowling that length, and the best in the world, you'd say, in the business, it's hard to look away. But planning for that type of delivery to pick up a wicket, you're asking for trouble, and that's what's happened today.
Too short in terms of the length on offer here, Lombage. I'd like to see captains support bowlers a little bit more. Haven't really seen that.
दोस्तों, अगर आप ड्रीम 11 खेलते हो तो हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें, क्योंकि वहाँ पर आपको सभी मैचेस के विनिंग टीम आपको वहाँ पर मिलेगी। तो जाइए हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। एंड लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में, चैट बॉक्स में भी हमने लिंक डाली है। एंड होप आप सभी इस मैच को एंजॉय कर रहे हो। यहाँ पर तुष्कर ने 81 रन बना लिए काफ़ी बेहतरीन अंदाज में। तो दोस्तों, हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों, मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों, सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों, मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों, सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20।
Advent of technology and new cameras and what can be achieved. Image of the moon from one of the cameras at the ground.
Low hand now and again. Ramesh Mendes does that. The momentum with the Kandy Tuskers. The man on the moon enjoying the cricket too.
I know one team that is over the moon. Jaffna Stallions.
And why not? 4 out of 4. Looking really good. They're finding ways to win matches. They've also found themselves under pressure. But if you bowl this line, correction, this length, you will put yourself under pressure. Colombage to Kusal Pereira. Kusal Mendes, he uses the crease well too. Mendes gets that extra bit of time. to hit the ball where he wanted. It was that shot that Columbage might have even injured his own toes.
50 partnership between these two. Another good one, building upon the opening partnership of 33.
Oh yes, easy.
He caught him on the back foot. Kusal Pereira was standing back, probably expecting a short delivery. That's a good adjustment. Ramesh, he's been excellent so far.
Yeah, or he was eyeing that extra cover. Good awareness shown by the off spinner Mendes.
Ramesh Mendes, his economy under 6 at the moment.
And he's bowling well. He doesn't mind giving away a single. He bowls that line and length where a batsman can play a shot, but be hitting it to the fielder. Sometimes it's not about dots, sometimes it's about damage control. And so far this over, Ramesh Mendes good. And he stays good. 5 singles, you take it at this stage of the game. 10 bowled, 86 for 1.
बिना प्ले अलोंग गोल जीते कैसे जी?
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश।
At the halfway stage, the foundation is set. The Kandy Tuskers have 2 batsmen in. Pereira on 39, Kusal Mendes on 29. Brendan Taylor, Asela Gunratna, Sikuge Prasanna, coming to Mendes. Some batsmen to follow, so there is a bit of firepower. 1 over to Columbage, went for 18. And here's Malinda Pushpakumara. He was very, very good against the Colombo Kings.
I was interested to see that rope that came out during that strategic timeout when they were taking the dew off the top of the ground. Now, this is the first time that the Dambulla Viking side has fielded under lights, fielded at night time, so they wouldn't have been used to the dew in this situation much. So the Tuskers will be looking to take control of that as best they possibly can. There's just not much sliding on more than anything.
And Pereira was himself.
He had to attack that Patel. Got to try and look for that wicket, try and affect a run out. But great change of pace from Malinda Pushpakumara. Look how slow that was. 71.5 Ks, 10 and over, 183. 165, 175. You need to get to somewhere there.
He won't mind the spinners in operation when he comes out. That's something he's very comfortable with. I thought the other day he assessed the conditions really quickly, Brendan Taylor.
He's got a great broom. Generally comes out with it. And he's got style.
दोस्तों टॉस रिपोर्ट और मैच प्रेडिक्शंस के लिए हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। उसका लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा एंड हमने यहाँ पर चैट में भी पिन कर दिए। जाइए ज्वाइन कीजिए एंड मजे लीजिए मैच की। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें।
But just as Ramesh Mendes did, Hazy, he's bowling to a field. He got 2 dot balls early. Now he's bowling at the pads, forcing the batsman to hit the fielders.
Come on boys.
He's looking to bowl slow. He's not looking to dart the ball into the batsman. Flighting, that's why it was a good over. After 11, it's 89, 90 for 1.
हर्षद शांतिलाल मेहता.
दोस्तों मैं आपको यहाँ पर बता देना चाहता हूँ कि हमारे चैनल पर आपको सभी मैचेस का लाइव वीडियो के साथ मैच देखने को मिलेगा। हालांकि कल जो मुकाबले होने वाला इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया वो भी आपको हमारे चैनल पर लाइव देखने को मिलेगा। तो अभी दोस्तों एक साथ सभी एक साथ मिलकर इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और लाल वाला बटन है उसको सभी लोग दोस्तों एक साथ मिलकर दबा दीजिए।
For 1, 11 overs gone. It's a good position. This stand is good. It's worth 57 at the moment. Gunaratne to come after Taylor as well. They're sitting together, just having a little bit of a discussion at the moment. So there's still plenty of batting to come, and just one wicket down is really important at this stage. They can go on the charge a bit in the next 5 overs.
3 overs for 17 to Ramesh Mendis. Mendises and Pereiras all over the place. Coming to Mendis, Kusal Mendis, Ramesh Mendis, Kusal Pereira, Dilron Pereira. That list just goes on and on. Angelo Pereira.
Oh, that's a nice sound off the bat, but not far enough. Gone. That's an important wicket. Pereira can be so dangerous. I think we all know that. And he's got to 41. Was looking to kick on, but didn't.
Flat and hard. Well, he struggled to release the ball today, Columbage, but his catching has been brilliant. Well judged on the run, making it look ever so simple. Timely wicket for a Mendis as a Pereira goes. 41. The Kandy Tuskers are 91 for 2.
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच लाइव देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को बिल्कुल सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, क्योंकि यहीं पर आपको लाइव मैच वीडियो के साथ देखने को मिल जाएगा। तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिए। तो चलिए आगे मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हैं।
Two for 91.
Yeah.
How about that? For a change, it's not a Pereira or a Mendis. It's a Taylor who has come to the middle. Taylor made for this situation though.
Nicely bowled.
Yeah, Ramesh Mendis has bowled so well tonight. He deserved something in the wickets column.
Easy.
And to remove a set batsman like Kusal Pereira, who's a dangerous customer,
Sweeps coming out here, boys.
must be satisfying for the off-spinner.
Yeah, Pereira's one of those guys who can just really dominate a game. We've seen that happen before, but he knew straight away that he was in trouble there, and it's a fine catch. It really is a fine grab. Smiles all round from the guys who are playing in a very nice spirit. Here's Dambulla Viiking, boys. Forget there, of course, there is the Cycle Incense Fair Play Award that is awarded at the end of the tournament as well, for the team that respects the game, the players, the umpires.
Come on, boys.
There he is, just calling down now, so that bat.
दोस्तों मैच रिपोर्ट और टॉस प्रेडिक्शंस के लिए हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल ना भूलें। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है एंड चैट में भी मैंने लिंक को डाल दी है। आप बिग बैश 2021 सर्च कर सकते हो टेलीग्राम पर ज्वाइन करने के लिए।
Steer this side through for some time. 94 for 2.
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रिडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020।
Eight overs left now. If they continue with this current rate, they only get to 157. And that's not going to be enough. So they do need to step on the gas. They can do that with wickets in hand.
But they'll have to try a lot harder because Pushpa Kumara is giving nothing. He's not giving any pace at all. Last ball of last over. A lot quicker. I thought he flicked it, but he's just gone with the arm ball and turned his armour over a lot quicker. Great spell. 4 overs, 1 for 21 for Ramesh Mendis.
One. Good push.
So far, the left armour has been very successful. He's been flighting the ball, and it's highly imperative for the batsmen to use their feet.
Good. Push. Come on, boys.
Ramesh Mendis and his release points. It goes right over that front leg. Goes high and then drops the arm as a variation. Wide of the crease to angle it into the left-hander.
I'm really interested now with this these speeds of Pushpa Kumara. There's no pace. There we go. He's making the batsman do all the work. Now the batsmen are itching, absolutely itching to get after him, to loft him down the ground. There's a man straight at long off. There's a man straight at long on as well. Covered on the boundary on the leg side.
11 balls, he's conceded 7 singles. Oh, very slow. No opportunity to sweep, but Brendan Taylor chips it over the offside. Very unfortunate. Shinwari. My 11 circle champion shot to end the over and the 100 comes up. It's 101 for 2.
Now play a long ball.
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रिडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रिडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रिडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए
Come on, let's.
I don't think there's going to be too many people going to be too surprised that Tasara Pereira's the top of that table in the My 11 Circle MVP of the tournament. That's from all the games that have been played so far.
We were wondering why Samit Patel was not into the attack, but here he is. He can go 4 on the trot if he wishes.
He moves with a bit of pace. And let me tell you, it's going to work for the batsman if he doesn't land the ball in the right area. Clever batting in the previous over from a seasoned campaigner, making sure doesn't overhit the ball, and then bottom hand coming into play at the last moment to be able to send the ball into the gap.
Pushpa Kumara, of course, did well in slowing it up, but Taylor had an answer. That's another answer for you. Red Bull, one of the sponsors of the tournament.
Decimals need wins now. And these two batsmen are quite capable.
The thing about Samit Patel is that he's not going to be overawed by the fact that the ball's a little bit on the damp side. He plays a lot of his cricket around the world in various conditions, plays a lot in England.
I don't think there'll be a lot of view. There will be a bit of moisture around, but it's not going to affect the players that much. The rope was taken around. There aren't many towels when you look around the players. And throughout the afternoon, there was a strong wind blowing across. Out here, we keep an eye on it. Still afternoons.
Yes, yes.
would mean
Good Samit.
there'll be a lot more dew around. But since that wind was there, I would confidently say that it's not going to affect play as much. But mind you, I've got a lot of the weather reports wrong.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Ayo.
That's nicely bowled.
Samit.
Sorry, Russ. Lovely flight from
दोस्तों टॉस रिपोर्ट और मैच प्रिडिक्शंस के लिए हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिए। एंड दोस्तों वहां पर जाइए, टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कीजिए। इस समय ऑलमोस्ट 40,000 लोग देख रहे हो। मैं चाहता हूँ सभी जाइए और एक साथ टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कीजिए। एंड अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर नए हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिए, क्योंकि इसी तरह के लाइव वीडियो के साथ आपको हमारे चैनल पर मैच देखने को मिलेगा। हालांकि कल का जो मुकाबला होने वाला है ऑस्ट्रेलिया वर्सेस इंडिया, इनफैक्ट उसका भी आपको देखने को मिलेगा। तो दोस्तों जाइए, हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिए।
The Kandy Tuskers have been going at 7.4 throughout the innings so far. If they continue at that rate, it's not even 150. If they go at 10 per over from here, they get to 160. I'm not even sure that's enough. So they've got some serious work to do. Might have heard the call of 2 through our stump mics.
Good Anwar, good Anwar.
The last few overs, Dambulla Viiking bowlers, they've been able to put a squeeze on the run rate. And both these batsmen will be feeling a bit of pressure. I have a feeling something is going to give here.
Yeah, I'm with you. Down the ground, hard, Skeps, 4.
This is going to be a pressure release at that boundary. My circle 11. Champion shot. Beg your pardon. My 11 circle. Champion shot that was. Now that, what I've been shouting, use your feet against the left arm spinner. He's flighting the ball. He's not providing you with the pace. Try something different. Another boundary.
Misfield from Colombo. You hit them in the air, he catches them.
Come on, boys, come on, boys.
To be fair, he had a long way to run. He did it, got there, but couldn't haul it in. Did all the hard work, Colombo. It's not having a great day, other than for the catching.
Right, here's a chance for this one to be a big over. 10 from it, halfway through. They've got to keep going. Just the one. Brings the bigger frame of Brendan Taylor back on strike.
Come on, boys, come on, boys.
Heaving that on the onside. It's just going to be one, not a clean connection.
Mendes has the opportunity to make it a real big over. Already 12, the last ball of the 15th. Sekuge Prasanna probably should be promoted to come in next. Then there's our sailor Gunaratna and Kamindu Mendes. Oh, well bowled. Pushpa firing it in at the pads. That's 50 for Kusal Mendes off 37. That's 15 gone as well. 117 for 2. The Kandy.
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20।
Five overs remaining in the innings. Time for a great acceleration. My Kandy Tuskers, you would say a little bit behind the 8 ball in setting a total. Projected score with 10 runs per over from here in gets them to 166. Gets it away. Shots like this will assist. Goes into the boundary for 4. It's a My 11 circle champion shot.
Bangla Viiking spinners have been good. they have made sure that they strangled the Kandy Tuskers, never really allowed them easy shots. They had to innovate. That was what he was trying, BT. First he went with the conventional sweep, then the reverse. He's got a lot of runs with that shot. Barisal keeps talking about the broom he's carried with him.
That's his go-to shot whenever he's under pressure against spinners. To the sweep, plays it particularly well, and it's a very effective weapon for him.
Use of the feet. At this stage, I'm sure Kusal Mendes, Brendan Taylor will be thinking of at least 2 boundaries per over. And that should get them above 10 runs. If between that they turn the strike over.
In Patel and then Pushpa Kumara, these are 2 highly experienced spinners. Pushpa Kumara has played a lot of domestic cricket. This is the LBW shout. Patel, on the other hand, has played plenty of league cricket, so they know a thing or two about bowling. So a couple of runs. 125 for 2.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी।
दोस्तों इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच जो कि कल दोपहर 12 बजे से होने वाला है, उसको लाइव देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सभी लोग एक साथ मिलकर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए एंड हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिए, क्योंकि वहां पर आपको टॉस प्रेडिक्शंस और मैच रिपोर्ट देखने को मिल जाएगा। दोस्तों जाइए एक साथ सभी लोग चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए एंड मैच का आनंद उठाते रहिए। चलिए यहाँ पर मैं मैच चालू कर देता हूँ। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन दोस्तों आप इस मुकाबले को किस जगह से सुन रहे हो हमें कमेंट करके बताना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिए। और आपको क्या लगता है दोस्तों आज कितने रन का टारगेट आज यहाँ पर बल्लेबाजी करने वाली टीम देगी सामने गेंदबाजी करने वाली टीम को, कमेंट करके हमें बिल्कुल बताइए। और चैनल पर नए तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए दोस्तों बिल्कुल, और क्योंकि इसी प्रकार से लाइव मैच आपको हमारे चैनल पर सुनने को मिलेंगे। एंड यहाँ पर मुकाबला शुरू होने वाला है, ज़बरदस्त ये मैच। एंड जिस प्रकार से ये मुकाबला फ़िलहाल चल रहा है काफ़ी झकास और काफ़ी मज़ा आ रहा होगा आप सभी को इस मुकाबले को देखने में। तो खैर देखते हैं आगे आने वाले ओवर में हमें क्या देखने को मिलता है इस मैच में। और चलिए मैं आपको सीधा ले चलता हूँ स्टेडियम, मुकाबला शुरू करता हूँ। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20।
Yeah, that's exactly what is required.
Yes!
But didn't get the elevation. Finds the man in that long on position. Wicket now for Dambulla Viiking.
That's a big wicket. Brendan Taylor has looked the best out of their batting. And holding out to long on. Pushpa Kumara takes a lot of pace of the ball that was tossed up. Just couldn't clear the boundary. Couldn't get the distance. Anwar Ali just made sure. Didn't have to jump too much, but timed it well. That's the jump. So Brendan Taylor has to go out for 13, now for 3.
Prasanna starts with a big one, doesn't quite get it. There's a man settling and he takes the catch. Consecutive wickets and he celebrates. Malinda Pushpakumara gets another.
This was the over that they were going to take toll of. Malinda Pushpakumara has varied his pace ahead very, very well, and the first 2 balls have stuttered the Kandy Tuskers run setting target at the moment. So very, very well bowled here by Malinda Pushpakumara. He knew they were going to come at him here in the 16th over.
His forte has been that he's mixed it up quite well. The change of pace has been very good. As we know, doesn't spin it a lot. So much of subtle variations. Prasanna out of the very first ball, so wickets consecutively, 125 for 4.
Charles Ingram, are you ready to play?
मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों। सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और मैच रिपोर्ट के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिएगा। एंड हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल का लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा एंड चैट में भी हमने डाल दिए, जाइए फटाफट ज्वाइन कीजिए। वहां पर आपको टॉस प्रेडिक्शंस और सभी मैचेस के मैच रिपोर्ट्स वहां पर मिल जाएंगे। ड्रीम 11 का टीम भी आपको वहां पर मिल जाएगा, जाइए ज्वाइन कीजिए।
Anwar Ali in the long on position and then Prasanna first delivery.
Kusal Mendes just pushing that out into the leg side. He's got a lot of responsibility now as we see Sikugay Prasanna hitting his first ball straight down Cow Corner's throat. Pushed again into the leg side. As I said earlier, a lot of pressure now on Kusal Mendes to see this innings out for them.
Not quite sure this was the right approach by Sikugay Prasanna. First delivery, doesn't give himself a chance of seeing what's happening, having just lost the wicket as well. What we've seen from the Kandy Tuskers is an inability to accelerate in the last 5. He would have been crucial to that acceleration because of his power play. 17 overs gone, 129 for 4.
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों। सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों। सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों इसी तरह इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच लाइव देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिएगा।
Samit Patel into his 3rd over. Planting a big shot and will be taken, yes. Well, it's falling apart, they're imploding here now. Kandy Tuskers after a good start. Well, they're giving it away.
This is very soft. They've lost 3 wickets in a matter of 1.5 overs, 1 over and 1 ball. This is Samit Patel, the other left-arm spinner. Malinda Pushpa Kumara had 2 in 2. He gets a wicket on the first ball. Dasun Shanaka, the catcher. So they've lost 3 wickets for 4 runs. Kusal Mendis goes for 55 when he had to bat towards the end and just made sure he batted till 20 overs were done. 129 for 5.
ये प्लेन कोलकाता
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020 बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और
The strategy of Dambulla Viiking paying dividends again for them today. Pace off, use of their spin, their game plan again spot on. Kusal Mendis losing his shape. He goes very well over extra cover, but he just lost all his shape there. That is a good shot. Reverse sweep for 4. Asayla Gunaratne. Kandy Tuskers need more of this.
Another look. Gunaratne will have to play a few like that. We'll have to kind of look to force the pace. Current rate, it's just 154. They'll need definitely more than that. They'll need to get close to about 175, 180 if they can. On the question of Kusal Mendis, I like to pick your brain on that, Mickey. The fact that he does all the hard work and when he appears to be well in control, he just gives it away. Maybe we can let Darren talk about whatever he has to, and then I like to just pick your brain on that.
Reverse sweep, not as effective as previously played. Goes up and over, just gets it over the infield. Will pick up a couple runs. We're already seeing it being very difficult to strike boundaries because of the good bowling. Manchikume, #1 biscuit brand in Sri Lanka, a sponsor and partner to the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. Delicious snacks, I must say. A wicket and 7 runs from the over. A good one. 136 for 5.
सोनी लिव लाया है
मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन
The Sakal Arsens Fair Play Award. Jaffna Stallions topping the table in both, followed by Gaul, Kandy, Dambulla, Colombo Kings bringing up the rear.
It's disappointing for Colombo Kings. They're way down.
Let's be honest though, you want to be top of the table. This is the one award you don't have to win.
Play with the champions. Play on the My 11 Circle app. Pick your team. Make sure you have the right players in this contest. Maximize your points. You can be a champion if you win. You can be featured as well.
So Mickey, you're telling me that you don't mind unfair play. So that's why you're saying that's the table. You don't really have to be on top.
No, I play within the rules, but there's a line and don't cross the line.
All right. So, I don't mind that.
Just to come back to your point earlier in the previous over around Kusal Mendes. Kusal Mendes is a superb bowler. I mean, a superb batsman. He's one of our best. And I say that about Sri Lanka. The thing is, his averages are just a little bit on the low side for his potential. We need him to start making big scores and match winning scores. That's the key, because he's certainly good enough. He's a wonderful batsman. Picks length so well, and he's got great hands.
Gunaratne. We'll have to finish what Kusal Mendes didn't do. Clipped away. I guess when you look at that partnership with Kusal Perera, Kusal Mendes, they took their time. They only strike at about 125. But what was expected was for one of them to go all the way through the innings. That didn't happen. And that is why we're seeing 138 for 5. And this Kandy Tuskers team struggling to get a par score. Partnership there, 58 between Mendes and Perera. Should have been done at a quicker rate, especially with their experience and their seniority. Can't leave it to anyone.
Yeah, 47 balls consumed for those 58 runs. And obviously the plan would have been to try and have that good foundation to launch. All went wrong when wickets were lost so quickly.
Now don't get me wrong, they played well. But in the context of their team, the resources they have, and the fact that they need to win to give themselves a chance, they need to do much more with the bat. I think that will inspire confidence throughout this team, this Kandy Tuskers team, because they're a good side.
No, Kaminda Mendes giving himself a little bit of room to the offside to try and paddle that there over short fine leg. He's picked that short fine legs up, and he's just trying to paddle it over his head. Use the pace of the ball. Again, to get back to your point, yes, I agree that they needed to go at a slightly quicker rate. I think we can give some credit back to Dambulla Viiking, whose bowlers understood it, they recognised it, and they've bowled to their plans, varied their pace very well, particularly the spinners.
Spinners in this Dambulla Viiking team, they've been very economical. Look at Samit Patel, his economy rate 6, Pushpa Kumara 7, Kalambage, he's been expensive. Ramesh Mendes 5.25, so apart from taking wickets, they've built pressure with dot deliveries.
Yeah, they've done that, and they've obviously built again their game plan around that. It's always very hard for batters to come in to start against spin when the ball's just sticking a little bit in the wicket. So Dasun Shanaka has used his resources very, very well tonight.
The feature has been the way the spinners are coming to play. Even in the morning's game, the spinners were very effective. Dhananjay De Silva and the leg spinner Vanidu Hasaranga combined well. Here, 3 spinners getting together. Pushpa Kumara, Patel and also Ramesh Mendes.
दोस्तों, टॉस रिपोर्ट और मैच प्रेडिक्शंस के लिए हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी मत भूलिएगा। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में हमने डाल रखी है, एंड चैट बॉक्स में भी हमने टेलीग्राम चैनल का लिंक डाल दिया। जाइए टेलीग्राम पे, आप बिग बैश 2021 भी सर्च कर सकते हैं ज्वाइन करने के लिए। जाइए ज्वाइन कीजिए, वहाँ पर आपको ड्रीम 11 का भी टीम मिल जाएगा। तो जाइए दोस्तों, ज्वाइन कीजिए।
He wasn't at his best, one would say.
One of Samit Patel will bowl the 20th. Nothing is wrong with a spinner. I say again, bowling in the death overs. Gets it over the line, pace on the ball. As we've seen, a lot easier to score from. And he finishes the over on the high. 147 for 5.
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों इसी तरह से इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया का भी मैच लाइव देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलिएगा, क्योंकि इसी तरह से लाइव आपको देखने को मिल जाएगा हमारे चैनल पर, जो कि कल मुकाबला होने वाला इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया का 12:30 बजे शुरू होगा दोस्तों। तो चैनल को ज़रूर सभी लोग एक साथ मिलकर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। एंड चलिए मैच को देखते हैं। आखिरी ओवर यहाँ पर बचा हुआ है।
Cluster of wickets to fall, the 17th and 18th over, really putting the brake on for this Kandy Tuskers.
Rajshahi coming back into the attack now to bowl the 20th over. And Ali out the back of the hand there, just getting his lengths wrong. Very well bowled, Rajshahi. Pace off the ball. He's been impressive tonight in his overs. He's changed his pace up so very well.
That's the back of the hand delivery. The last ball of the last over. Ratna smacking it for a 6. But on the subject of Rajshahi, his first 2 overs just 8 runs, out of which 5 dot balls, which is simply outstanding. And as you said, Mickey, he's mixed it up a lot. The slower balls have been most effective, particularly with Kusal Pereira, who just couldn't time them.
Mid on up. Comes around, protects the boundary, just a single. This is an interesting field here by Dasun Shanika.
It is a very interesting field. Anwar Ali, very, very good fielder. If you wanted somebody in that mid-on position in the ring, it's Anwar Ali. He's very, very quick, very agile, with a very good arm.
Change now, which was mid-on, comes back to long off. Nice use of the feet, good contact made, and it goes all the way. Exactly what's required now with the bat.
Read the slower ball coming to Mendes. Beautiful use of the feet. Rajshahi taking a lot of pace with the ball. Just the back of the hand. The 150 is up. Kamidu Mendes in the last over, trying to maximize whatever he could get out of it. Looking to charge and getting all of it.
What will he go for? Goes for the Yorker. Presents a full toss and taken. That's a good catch. Good communication between the two fielders in the deep. And smiles all around. The umpires might just want to check the height.
That's a substitute fieldsman, but again another good catch. The catching today in particular have been very good. Had to run around the boundary, had to cover a lot of ground. Just made sure that he kept his eyes on the ball. This is something he just want confirmation. Yeah, that's fine. That's a legal delivery. This is the next one. Yeah, that's fine as well. And the catch was excellent. Ran around the boundary. There was another fielder coming around. He made sure he kept his eyes on it.
Okay.
Bowled well. It was a good follow-up. Now I know that was a full toss, but that was a pace on delivery. His construction of his overs have been impressive. The only thing I'd say about Rajshahi.
दोस्तों खैर यहाँ पर एक विकेट गिर चुका, लेकिन देखते हैं आगे बचे हुए 2 गेंदों में हमें क्या देखने को मिलेगा। लेकिन दोस्तों टॉस प्रिडिक्शंस और मैच रिपोर्ट के लिए हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी मत भूलिएगा। जाइए सभी लोग एक साथ टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कीजिए एंड वहाँ पर आपको फैंटेसी 11 की भी टीम मिल जाएगी, मैच विनिंग टीम मिलेंगी। एंड दोस्तों अगर आप इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच देखना चाहते हो तो इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। एंड ऑफकोर्स अगला इनिंग्स शुरू होगा उसके लिए भी चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए ताकि अगला इनिंग्स शुरू होते ही आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए।
Excellent Yorker, well done. Rajita nails this one.
Yeah, just to finish that story on Kasan Rajita, the only thing we'll say, here we go, is he's just got that just under the waist and he's hold out the substitute fielder doing very, very well. Again, in constructing your over, he probably telegraphed the slow ball just a fraction too much. He could have gone with his bouncer because he's got enough pace just to set the batsman back. Asela Gunaratne hits hard down the ground. Just one. But very well bowled again, Kasan Rajita.
9 runs from the over. A good one. Brings the score to 156 for 6. It's been a brilliant effort by Dambulla Viiking. When you just felt they will go on to get a big one. They've been able to control the innings with the ball. Kasan Rajita, excellent spell of bowling. 3 overs, just conceding 16 runs and 2 wickets to his name. The spinners supporting all around.
दोस्तों यहाँ पर पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए तुस्कर्स ने 156 रन बना लिए हैं 6 विकेट के नुकसान पर पूरे का पूरे 20 ओवर में। तो खैर देखेंगे अगले इनिंग में विकिंग्स किस प्रकार से मुकाबले खेलेगा, क्योंकि उनको इस मुकाबले को जीतने के लिए 157 रन बनाएंगे। बड़ा ही ज़बरदस्त और कांटे वाली टक्कर होने वाली दोस्तों दोनों टीमों के बीच में। एंड अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर नए हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए ताकि अगला इनिंग शुरू होते ही आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए। दोस्तों एक साथ मिलकर सभी चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए ताकि अगला इनिंग शुरू होते ही आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए।
Now will be a happy Dambulla Viking team. 156 for 6 is what Kandy Tuskers could muster. Electing to bat first, their captain Kusal Pereira getting to 41. He had a good partnership with the top scorer, Kusal Mendes, who got 55 from 45. Many would have expected both of them to bat deep in the innings. That didn't happen. And they didn't find the acceleration they wanted in the death overs.
The bowling for the Viking was brilliant. Look at the spinners. Rajita was good at the top, 2 for 16. Mendes 1. Malinda Pushpa Kumara 2 and Samit Patel 1. But look at the economy rates. They were brilliant. Almost 6, 5, between 5 and 7. So it is a brilliant bowling effort by the spinners of Dambulla Viking.
4 wickets going to the spinners, 2 for the seamers. Again, spin dominating and proving to be more economical in the conditions here. Still, they will feel they have a total on the board that they can work with. Now, let's hear from Mike Haseman.
Angelo, thanks very much for your time. Gee, you guys are going to be happy with that total.
Yes, we were hoping for something less than 160. So I think it's a good effort.
So did you really sense that something was going to happen when you guys picked up those 3 wickets for just the addition of 4 runs? In the field, did you really sense at that stage that something was going to break?
I think we've always backed our spinners because we've got some very good left-armers and we've got a very good combination, to be honest. So we've always, though the power play was a bit on the heavy side, we always knew we could keep it to a good total.
And obviously you got the key players out at the right time. That's the important thing.
Yes, some good fielding as well, some brilliant catches.
Yep.
Yes.
And the track, just give me your impression of the pitch.
It was a bit slow. We thought it was a fresh track and we were expecting a bit more bounce on it. But it was a bit slow and maybe a little bit of spin later on.
Okay, now this is a really important game for you guys. What is the secret now to winning this one? Of course, apart from getting more runs.
Hopefully 156.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah? What's the important thing though?
I think it would be just spending time at the crease. I don't think it will be an easy wicket to get the runs on, but maybe you spend the first 5 to 10 balls, get your eye in. That would be the secret.
Okay, good stuff.
All
well
right.
done so far. Thanks for your time, Angela. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike Haseman. 6 catches in the innings, so that's an area of the game we've seen an improvement in. Can it continue in the second half of this match? Well, Dambulla Viking, they will require 157 if they are to go on to
And it's an opportunity here, I think, for the Gaul Gladiators to really get stuck into the Jaffna Stallions' top order, because that's been a problem for them. They've been rescued twice by Tessara Pereira, and I wonder if he's going to be required to do it again. But if they can pick up wickets, they've been 40 for 4 pretty much the last 2 games, the Jaffna Stallions.
Yeah, like beautiful pictures. Beautiful part of the world, Sri Lanka. Tomos have been very impressive behind the stumps. He's an able batsman, reliable batsman. He's going to be partnered with Avishka Fernando, another powerhouse. Enjoys a good record.
That higher score, by the way, of 92 not out was the first game of the tournament. Now, this is someone I'm looking forward to seeing. Mohammad Amir. He is a class act. We all know that. But we need him to step up a little bit, I think, without Shahid Afridi. He's gone back to Pakistan for personal reasons. He'll no doubt be keeping one eye on the scores. Wish him all the best. Nicely bowled first up. Moores has not been in the runs. That's one positive for the Gaul Gladiators. Visca Fernando, first game, yes. Since then, no. So they've been, or had problems, I should say, right at the start, the Stallions. I wonder if the Gaul Gladiators can enforce that issue again. Beautiful, look at that. Look at the surroundings of this ground as well. It's a magnificent stadium. You can see that big square in the middle. Impressive grandstand as well. Lights are really good. Double-headed today.
Dambulla Viking will be centered around the captain, that's Shanaka.
There's an edge. Third man into play.
Is it the batting?
Well, Mohammad Amir has to step up. He has to realise that, yes, everything clicks for Jaffna Stallions. But when it comes to top order batting, it has been their Achilles heel. And if they could pick up a couple of wickets with the new ball, they might be in for a chance here.
I also feel that Akila Dhananjaya and Lakshan Sandakan, they'll have to really be doing their best. They'll have to really employ their A game here. The bowling attack is not the strongest. He was very excited. They're obviously missing the experience of Shahid Afridi. So if you look at the bowling makeup, Amir, Sandakan, Dhananjaya, Asita Fernando being inexperienced. So those will be the 4 frontliners, and then a lot of others making up and helping. So it will have to be, as you said, Mohammad Amir with his experience, and the 2 spinners. Spoke about the pitch a little bit slow. So maybe that would be the way for the Gaul Gladiators to look to try and attack and get wickets here.
They would love to get Fernando out. It's a little bit leg side, and Moores is going to come down on strike. His opposite number, Khan, doesn't get a full.
Dambulla Viking will be centered around the captain, Dasun Shanaka, Samit Patel. They've been the most prolific in their team. Is it the batting they will need to focus on heavily in this contest, or I think the bowling has been, an area of concern for this Dambulla Viking team?
Yeah, it has been an area of concern, but as we spoke about, I think they found a formula with their spinners. Conditions are suiting their spin now, which I think is the way to go. And then there's a lot of emphasis on Dikwela, Taranga, Samit Patel and Dasun Shanaka to get them the runs.
I just want to talk to you a little bit about the leadership of this Viking team. Dasun Shanaka, how do you rate him as a captain, especially when he's under pressure in the shortest format of the game?
He's been very impressive, yeah. He really has. He captained Sri Lanka in Pakistan and been so impressive. The reports from that tour were really good, and I think he's done it very, very well here. And it helps when you're batting as well as he is at the moment as well.
Well, many captains, they struggle to balance role. That's the role as being a player, and in this case, Dasun Shanaka, a batsman, and his primary role is to contribute in terms of runs with the bat. He's gotten a good bit of support from Samit Patel.
Yeah, they've been outstanding. Their two partnerships that they've had in the two previous games have been very, very impressive. They seem to have got a good synergy together. They're running well and they're playing well together and clearly enjoying batting with each other.
Samit Patel, he's been very good with anything short. He shows his repertoire of strokes every time he comes to the crease. Anything over pitch, he's quick to pounce on it, and he's added that impetus to the innings. Not fearful of playing his shots and really representing himself with the bat. And we haven't spoken about his bowling.
No, we haven't. And so he's a very useful all-rounder, very good all-rounder in this franchise cricket. I think the one thing he's added to his game is his ability to play the short ball. So we knew that he was proficient to anything pitched up. Sides have attacked him with a short ball previously. He's certainly done some work on that, and he now looks a really good all-round player.
Well, we have spoken about the captain, Dasun Shanaka, Samit Patel, who are senior players in this Dambulla Viiking team. For me, the big question is, can they inspire the other players? One such player who should come good today is Angelo Pereira. Let's hear from him.
Angelo Pereira of the Dambulla Viiking. Good win the other day. Your mood in the camp must be very good.
Yes, it's very exciting because it's been a good win as well and against one of the favourites in the tournament. And we're looking forward to the next games as well because we've got a full strength squad available for selection.
And what would you look forward to today? That was a day game. Now it's a night game. Does that change the equation?
Actually, it's our first night game of the tournament and we'll be playing two more hereafter. So it'll be something new, but we've played, say, about more or less the second half of the game has always been played under lights. So I don't know about the dew factor or anything because we've just been hearing it. So we need to experience it to our own selves.
And what about Dasun Shanaka? How good has he been as a leader as well?
He's a great leader because I played with him in Pakistan as well and he's been terrific with the team. And he has a lot of positive vibe in him. And that's the biggest thing that the team gets.
Personally, great opportunity for you. You look good the other day.
Hopefully more runs on the board and more or less the most important thing would be for the team to end up on the winning side.
If you can make those runs, your team will do well. Go well,
Hopefully.
Angelo.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Russell Arnold. I'd like to now shift focus a bit to Kandy Tuskers. We saw a couple matches ago that Brendan Taylor was brought into the side. Looked like he's added a great amount of depth in the batting in this Tuskers team.
Yeah, he has. He really has. We know in these conditions he sweeps really well. He's been positive when he's batted. He's hit some unbelievable shots all around the wicket. Been very, very impressive. I like the fact that they're unchanged tonight. It kind of tells you that they're kind of finding their best combination. And let's not forget, this is their last game without Dale Steyn.
Yeah, and that's an important factor. The next match, they will have the services of Dale Steyn. So if they need to bolster their bowling, they will have the man to do that. I think when you look at this team play, yes, they've only had one win, but you can consider them a bit unlucky. I spoke about the last time these two teams met when rain came into the picture, and then they had that super over in the very first game where it could have gone either way, Colombo Kings getting the better of them.
Yeah, that's right. And let's not forget that they got 219, which should be defendable anywhere, you know. So they haven't played as badly as what results suggest. I think Kusal Mendes has been brilliant without getting a big score. He's been very good and he showed some fantastic glimpses.
Now, as a coach, I'm going to ask you to put that cap on because you can't get away from it. If you're leading a team like Kandy Tuskers, and has been through that experience of being unlucky, what will be your strongest message before the start of this game to the players in that team?
The strongest message is to concentrate on the positives. They've played some very, very good cricket. So just keep enhancing the positives. Just keep building that confidence in the camp because they're not far off at the moment.
Well, we've getting closer and closer to the start of this match. We've seen quite a number of players putting their hands up and really announcing themselves in this format. Again, it's the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League, which is allowing opportunities for young players in Sri Lanka if they've not gotten the chance to play for the national team, obviously to address you, Mikiata, and the selectors as well.
That's fantastic, and this is just what Sri Lanka cricket needed. The ability for the younger players to play under pressure. There's a global TV audience. They don't experience this in local domestic cricket. So it kind of bridges the gap between international cricket and domestic cricket. Also rubbing off and rubbing shoulders with some of the good professional cricketers. It will just create such an understanding and add so much depth and knowledge to the young Sri Lankan players.
Platform to learn for the young players, the senior players as well. They will be under pressure to perform because that's what will be used to select them going forward. One such senior player who hasn't really delivered yet is Kusal Mendis. Let's hear from him.
A star for the Kandy Tuskers, Kusal Mendis. Your form has been very good. You enjoying your batting?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the batting.
How about the responsibility? Your team is top heavy.
Team, I played the number 3 batsman. Yeah, I think my role is getting the 20 overs. I tried the last 3 games and I have a little bit. I think today game I
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2021
How's the team coming along? The confidence levels high? Are you up
दोस्तों
for the
मैच के
game?
टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2021
I want to win the game today, but I won't go to semi-final.
2021
another 2 games I want the win.
दोस्तों मैच
Have you been enjoying the LPL? How have the foreign players been and how's the mood and the friendships been?
Good start this league. Then I think I have a lot of experience. Indian players and 2 Afghanistan players. I think Patan, we have a lot of experience. We play a lot of IPL match and Indian matches, T20, one day test matches. I think good experience this tournament.
Hope you have a good one. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, we really hope that he has a good game because he's an exciting player and we've seen him in Sri Lankan colours over the years and he will want to perform in today's match. Now, Mikiata, just a little bit on T20 cricket itself. Yeah. When you're building a T20 side, is it a case in your instance that you have a template for a T20 team or do you share the philosophy that a T20 team should be built on the available players that you have in front of you?
Yeah, I think the key is building a brand. What's going to be successful in the conditions that you're going to play in, and you play in all conditions, but you play in some conditions more, obviously, home. So you build a brand, then you get the personnel that fits around that. Very clear role clarity, that's important. And then I always say, you give the players the roots to grow and the wings to fly. You just back them in and let them play to their ability.
And in terms of the evolution of the game itself, we've seen teams now average 200 when they bat first. The middle overs now is not a lull period in the game. They go very attacking. Is that something that you subscribe to?
Definitely, because that's what the trends of the game is going to say. So you need to keep going, and you need your players to perform their roles to the max.
Well, we're counting down for this one. This contest will prove to be exciting. We hope that you stay with us and enjoy the action that we have in store for you.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे।
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2021 दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2021 दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020 दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20 दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हम दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020। दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें। दोस्तों सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 20।
Lanka Premier League 2020. Win together.
Okay, here we go for match number 10. It's going to be a beauty. Dambulla Viiking versus the Kandy Tuskers. Now, this is a clash between the teams that are sitting 3 and 4 at the moment. The Viking are sitting 3, the Tuskers are sitting 4. Here's a look at what happened at the toss. And the Kandy Tuskers won the toss and elected to bat first. And I'll tell you what's an interesting stat right at the very beginning of this game is this is the first night game for the Dambulla Viiking. So this is going to be a brand new experience for them as we have a look at the sides. The Viking on the left, the Kandy Tuskers on the right. Now the Tuskers have got no changes, so that's good for them. They're feeling nice and solid. They're going to have a change next game because Dale Staines going to be in that lineup, which is going to certainly improve them. And as for the Viking, there's 2 changes for the Viking side. Dambulla Viking, Turunga and Sterling are out, in are Shenwari and also Mendes. So there's 2 changes for Dambulla Viking. Here come the umpires. They are going to be making sure they are staying safe, sanitised and also sane. That's important for the umpires out in the middle. Rashan Abasinger is alongside him. Hello, Rashan.
Hello, Hazy. Good evening to everybody. Wherever you are, whatever time zone, it's going to be another really good game. We did see that in the last game, the Japta Stallion batted so well, chasing things down.
दोस्तों मैच के टॉस प्रेडिक्शन और ड्रीम 11 टीम के लिए हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन करना बिल्कुल सर्च कीजिए बिग बैश 2020.
The other hand, Double Viking, they played 3 and 1-2. So Kandy Tuskers quite keen to try and get those wins under their belt to increase. They may feel
well, the Gaul Gladiators, they'll be supporting the Dambulla Viking to win this game, because what that does is leave the Tuskers down there and open it up for the Gaul Gladiators. It will be a battle for that 4th spot in the semi-finals. Because Viking, they would have broken free.
Tatel again. It's straight at that time. That's an optimistic shot from Munaf Tatel.
Yeah, he's employing his experience. Munaf Patel. He's been looking to move the ball away from the left-handers most of the times. And this time around, he changed the line and also the length. A bit of shape back into the left-handed batsman as well. That's good stuff.
Tomorrow's game, again crucial. Hammered. That's gone to tomorrow. Massive hit by Angelo Pereira. They needed that.
Yeah, it had to happen. Had to break the shackles. It just takes one really good shot, one really good connection like that to change the mindset of the batsman and to get after the bowlers from both ends. And that's what they maybe need to do a little bit.
Not every ball. Now they made an intent. Now look to keep rotating the strike or wait for that loose ball. Let's see if Munaf Patel will make a change. Use the feet because Munaf Patel is not very quick. That's the way to do it. You've got the boundary. Now make sure you're moving. You keep moving. I was trying to say tomorrow's game, we just have the one game between the Jaffna Stallions and the Colombo Kings. They are 1 and 2 at the moment and looking to break free from the rest. Only a night game tomorrow. 7:30 p.m. will be on air, but the first ball to be bowled at 8 p.m.
So that'll be a beauty. It'll be a terrific game. Tell again. There's an edge down to one of the two men outside the circle. So no great damage to the Tuskers, no boundaries coming any further at this stage.
Yeah, Colombo Kings and Jaffna Stallions. Strong sides up against each other. Will be a well-anticipated game.
What do you guys think of those, the signals, by the way, yesterday that England were using against South Africa? It was a situation that was all about the various matchups of the players. The analyst was cleared by the ICC. They got it all cleared. The analyst for the England side was putting up numbers and letters and various codes that the England captain could look at if he wanted to, which was just a reminder of various field places, for example, and various bowlers to use against various batsmen. I thought it was quite interesting. 4E, for example, meant some code. Drive through the offside. Nicely fielded, Gunaratne.
Well, if it was well within the laws, that's fine. Just outside leg, and also he was angling away from the leg stump.
A good fielding by Asela Gunaratne now. The Kandy Tuskers will need to support their bowlers with more like that. More and more like that. They don't have a big score. They have to be in the faces of the Dambulla Viiking and keep building pressure. 10 off Munaf Patel's over. One more delivery to come. A wider slip. He wants a gully in too. Well, that's good from Munaf. He's searching for a wicket. A slip and a gully. And that's what you'd like to see for the spinners as well. A catcher, a slip, not a slip and a gully.
Yeah, correct. Got you. I like that stuff that England were doing, by the way. I thought it was nice. Captain could use it if he wanted to. It's also going to be pitching just outside the line of leg stump. So, good comeback after that big 6. In the end, it's 10 off the over, 17 for 1.
Come on, Delhi, come on, Delhi!
Tuskers got a pretty good start. Straight to the man in the field. Gunaratne out there.
Tried to get it finer.
Come on, Delhi, come on, Delhi!
But just couldn't.
So the required rate at the start was 7.85. The original rate is now the required rate has gone up to 8.26. So it's gone up a fraction, but it's not an issue. That's solid. That's a really good shot. Right out of the screws, and that's gone for 6 runs.
Now even less of an issue. Gains the turn. Made sure he got near it to Kul Taranga, because if he was sitting in his crease, Dilruwan Pereira was dominating him.
Yeah, he was beaten a couple of times in the previous over. Threw caution to the wind, used his feet, upset the bowler, made him change his line of length, and now he's taking advantage of it. Brave batting.
Getting the reaction he really wanted by using his feet. A lot quicker, 95.7 and slightly shorter. Taranga very strong there. That's bread and butter for him, just outside off stump.
Yeah, it's a mile 11 circle champion shot. They've got the rhythm of the innings now. It was that one big shot off Munaf Patel, just got the rhythm back into the play as far as the Viking side's concerned. Oh, that's nicely bowled, a little bit of turn.
That's what Taranga is trying to get him off that length. But then again, they might be going along nicely and the required rate manageable, but it will get harder. And they've got to make sure one of these two batsmen bat deep. Not a 40, not a 50. They need a 70 or an 80. That's where the Kandy Tuskers let themselves down. They got 2 batsmen in. They got out at crucial times. Not easy for new batsmen to come in.
After losing early wicket, it's been a good start. Solid start for Dambulla Viking.
Ball, Billy.
It's a big over this one. You don't have to do anything silly at all. 13 runs from it, 30 for 1. Big welcome again to all our broadcast partners around the globe. Patel again. Oh, there's just a little bit of an edge, a little bit of bat involved, and that's gone very fine and scooted away for 4.
Oh, he's got a little bit of glove on that. And this is a result of what Angelo Pereira did in the previous over. Kusal Pereira has come up to the stumps because Angelo Pereira walked down and slapped him for 6. Munaf Patel is a bowler who gets extra bounce and a bit of seam movement. Amazing how you can get the game to change with a little bit of intent at the right time. Now Pereira's gone back. Standing back, he might have grabbed that.
Yeah, job is half done for the batsman. Chance of a run out. Missed it, and there was backing for that stroke. That throw, beg your pardon. Now, when you talk about batsman's perspective, if you force the bowler to run away from his danger line of length, threatening line of length, from there on, you start to dictate terms.
And you don't need to do it all the time. If you just do it to change the momentum, maybe change the bowler for, give him a message to get off that line, get off to that length, make a change, and then try to bat normally. Calculated risk now and again. And that Dambulla Viking have done really well for now.
Good single, good running, good understanding that time.
Even Kul Taranga got a 6 in the previous over and a boundary. They got that rate up, they're breathing better. Now they're settling in once again. Maybe in a little while, if a loose ball's not coming your way and the runs are not coming, you take another chance and see if it comes off. Calculated risk, as you call it.
Your required run rate has come down now. It's under 8.
By just working the ball, really. By not doing anything silly, just every now and then there'll be a delivery which they can put away for a boundary. And the first ball of this over is the one that went nice and fine on the leg side for 4.
And also, as a batsman, you need to be rest assured when the bowlers are looking for early wickets, quick wickets, they are bound to provide you with a bad delivery because they're over trying things. Just keep on looking for those bad deliveries. Be on the lookout. One has to say, Munaf has done well. Once again producing a good spell for his side. He's been economical, came very close a couple of times to pick up another wicket.
I agree, I think he's done a good job. Probably going to be his last delivery. 3 overs at the top, that's generally what he does. 7 runs from this over at the moment, and at the moment the Viking side are on track because they're batting sensibly. Good start from Munaf Patel. 5 gone, 37 for 1.
Very little to choose between the two teams at this stage. Kandy Tuskers for 38 for 1, Dambulla Viiking 37 for 1. I can tell you that it's not the easiest surface to bat on. It's about application, it's about how you set about building your innings. Gunratna. Angelo Pereira. So it'll be a game. It will be a bowling makeup, a lot of slower balls, spin bowling, taking the pace of the ball. So if you haven't still downloaded the My 11 Circle app, you should do that. Pick your fantasy team. We've seen some outstanding performances in this My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. Even today, Kusal Mendes making a fighting half-century. And some good bowling and good fielding. We've got Darren Ganga and Mickey Arthur. Good evening, gentlemen. It's a good tussle out there.
Evening, Ishan. It is. It's neck and neck at the moment. Couple of quick wickets and we could have a really good finish tonight. They'll be wanting, the Dambulla Viiking will be wanting this partnership to carry on just for a little bit longer.
So it's a packed offside field, but they'll have to be mindful of the length they bowl to Taranga and the width. That's the offside ring. This is the last over in the power play.